Okay, gents, a demo with a difference here, I'm afraid. We don't do this kind of corporate stuff where, hey, everything is great. What we do have is a punishment and reward kind of deal. The punishment is you have to listen to the kind of techie nonsense from me. The reward is we have one of the greatest keyboard players, oh, it's you, of all time.
No, that's the punishment.
Okay.
That's the real punishment.
Okay, so the punishment, I'm going to talk you through 4 instruments and then we're going to do a little bit of noodling and I hope you get on with it. Thank you. Okay, first instrument, the Tron, a virtual emulation of the classic Mellotron. It was a tape-based machine, 36 notes, every note had a piece of tape. You played a note, it lasted 8 seconds, you let go of the keys, it rewound. It was an interesting thing and quite interesting to take out on the road, as this gentleman knows.
Yeah, at the time they were the only things that were available and they were fantastic, except they had 1 or 2 sort of little failing pieces. One which was that they never kept in tune, because the more notes you put down, the more the actual pitch dropped, which made it a bit difficult when you were playing with other musicians, especially on things like when we were doing Yes, Heart of the Sunrise, and they were all in A flat, and I sort of worked my way down to F. Which was a little tricky at times. Plus the tapes used to leak, and then they were a problem. I must admit, when they are a great sound, but the actual machine was very exasperating. In the end, I had a ceremonial burning of mine. I actually burnt them, which I really regret now, because they would have been worth a few bob. It might have paid for my divorce, but there you go. But I've still got one left.
What?
I've still got one. I actually brought it with me. That's the one I've got left. It's quite good. That's the strings and choir.
We took those tapes and we put them into the Tron. In fact, there's 2 gigs worth of sounds in here, ranging from the classic flutes, where are my flutes, which we all know and love from Strawberry Fields. There's some really esoteric stuff as well, which, funnily enough, a lot of the hip-hop guys are taking some of these really cheesy rhythms, chopping them up, putting them with contemporary beats. And you even get endings. Come on! One of my favourites of all, though, is the sad strings. So we all have to be really kind of down and sad. We need to bring this up a bit, I think.
That's sad.
Of course, the classic of all classics is the choirs. And for this, the punishment's done, the reward.
The choir is, I used to use the choir a lot, and a lot of the early Yes stuff. The choir and the strings mainly. If you can put the strings one back up for a second. On here. The interesting thing, as much as I disliked the Mellotron as the actual piece of hardware that kept breaking down, what was fantastic was the sound, and it did play an important part in a lot of the bits of music that we played. And one of the things that we did with Yes, which was a piece called Heart of the Sunrise, I used a lot of analog string sounds and a lot of digital string sounds in the recent years, and people kept saying, it's a great shame that you can't use the original Mellotron. I refuse to take the original Mellotron on the road, but this now solves the problem for anybody the old sounds that go. Which is a sound that actually no analogs or no digital actually do. So this really works. And I have to say, out of all of the machines, the reason I'm here is purely because out of all the machines that I've come across software for the original classic old sounds, this is the only one that is truly so authentic that you actually, you can't tell the difference. So it's a wonderful piece of kit.
Reward.
It's even more fantastic than that.
I'm glad this has only lasted half an hour, guys. So with the Tron, we sampled every note of every string. Reward for me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rick. Every note of every sound is recorded, so all of the little nuances and foibles. Some of the notes may be a little wobbly, but within the overall characteristic of the instrument, it sounds awesome.
What I really like is when I used to put beer and, well, mainly beer on the top of mine, and we've even got the authentic coffee rings and beer rings on there, which is really quite nice.
And the cigarette stains are mine, and they are not funny cigarettes, they are real cigarette stains.
Liar.
The only other thing that we added to this is an attack and release envelope. So if I call up my favourite strings, sometimes you just need to soften them up, so there's a little bit of attack. Or a long attack. Too long an attack. Yep. Go back to normal. Okay, there's over 2 gigs worth of sounds on that. Retail price $129.
Is that per note?
Per note.
Per note.
I wish.
Whole lot.
Okay.